Yes YouTube, we're back with another Match of the Day magazine video, and today we've got Euro 2020 Tekkers. So in this video we've got mad ball and mashups, we've got inside the England camp, we've got the ultimate guide of penalties, we've got 3 England players for sale, see where they'll go. But we'll talk about the Euros a little bit now. In the round of 16, France got knocked out by Switzerland on penalties. Absolutely brilliant from Switzerland, they deserved it. Also, Portugal got knocked out by Belgium. Good win for Belgium, good goal from Torgan Hazard. I mean, he's getting up to his brother's level now, Eden Hazard. And also, the Holland team got knocked out by the Czech Republic. And they're against Denmark in the quarterfinals. Now we've got the quarterfinals. England winning against Germany, great win. Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling with both goals. And it's England versus Ukraine. We've got Spain and Switzerland, which will be a close one. Italy versus Belgium, that'll be the match. So we'll get into the magazine. Interesting matchups in the quarters. And I think England could get into the final. Definitely. Well, I only forgot about one thing, guys. Terrible mistake from me. I forgot about the packs. I can't believe what I've just done right now. Sorry, packs. Very sorry. Alright, let's get into them, shall we? Alright, first pack. Alright, a Lazio forward. Ciro Immobile, hashtag. And honestly, this guy, for Italy, he's been smashing in the goals. He's been scoring the goals, putting them in the bottom corners, top corners. On the bench, he comes on from the bench, he still scores goals. He's been given 45 defence, 91 attack. Liverpool midfielder Curtis Jones, home and away kit. Sometimes I really think Liverpool overrate this guy, but still, great centre mid. He's been given 59 defence, 68 attack. A Barca forward, Anton Griezmann, the winger for France, and he's been playing like a defensive forward. No disrespect that it's as he's playing defence, he's tracking back and he's going forward, and he's an amazing player. Work rate right in the top. 56 defence, 81 attack. A Chelsea midfielder, Kai Havertz, hasn't been bad for Germany really. He has scored some goals, but has missed plenty of opportunities. He's been given 51 defence, 93 attack. A Manchester City forward, Liam Delap, next-gen superstar. I've heard a little bit about this guy, and he looks like he's got a bright future. He's been given 27 defence, 65 attack. I think he's in the first team as well. A Liverpool defender, Andy Robertson, is Scotland's skipper in this Euros, and as the left-back, he's amazing. He scores their goals. So does John McGinn, who personally I think he's a good player. Alright, second pack, and we've got a limited edition card inside, so hopefully we're going to get a good lad, a good player. This might be it. Yeah, I'll start from the front. So we've got the Barcelona midfielder Miralem Pjanic from Bosnia. He hasn't been in the Euros, haven't qualified Bosnia. Dzeko's in there, Pjanic is in there, and Pjanic for Barcelona, I gotta say Barcelona fans, hasn't been the greatest. He was great at Juventus, set piece wise, but at Barcelona I don't really fancy him there. He's been given 85 defence, 71 attack. Now we've got the Sevilla coach, Julen Lopetegui, if that's how you pronounce his name, and again, great coach. He won the Europa League against Inter Milan. And honestly, he's such a great manager. Alright, Man United attacker, it is Anthony Martial. Missed plenty of opportunities again, but he's injured, so can't really blame him. So he gets back into it. Hopefully he can start putting the ball in the back of the net. 45 defence, 81 attack. Sadio Mane, the Liverpool winger, and respect to this guy. He's such a humble guy, and he's a great player as well. It's like Mo Salah. Both of them are humble, both of them are great players, both of them great wingers. And my friend wasn't really happy when Otavio could have gone to Liverpool. He was like, oh no, we don't need him. And no, you don't really need Otavio for 40 million from Porto. He's unknown. But Mane, again, great player. And we have got another one of his cars, but it's just a different colour. It's been given 52 defence, 99 attack. Just got a little bit of a shine on it. He is the best English player in the Euros. Man City attacker Raheem the Dream Sterling. 56 defence, 96 attack. And he's basically scored every goal for England in the Euros. Luckily Harry Kane scored against Germany. But against Croatia, he scored a pretty good goal. I mean, kind of a tap-in. But, you know, you'll take it. Against Scotland, no one scored. Pretty boring game. But, again, against Czech Republic, he scores a header. Great build-up play from England. I think Jack Grealish puts a great ball into the box. Sterling with his head. And against Germany, a goal. So, really, I love this guy. And he might move to a different club after the Euros. So, the players we've had, Liam Delap, Anthony Martial, coach Julian Lopetegui, can't say his name, I butchered it twice, Kai Havertz, Raheem the Dream Sterling, Andy Robertson, Miralem Pjanic, Sadio Mane, Anton Griezmann, Curtis Jones, the youngster, Sadio Mane, shiny card, and Ciro Immobile. Right, the magazine. Three Lions for sale. Forget Euro 2020 for a minute. This techie England trio could be at new clubs by the time the tournament is over. We hear whispers that their respective transfer terms are in talks about some big money deals. Are you rating or hating these rumours? Well, first one, Jadon Sancho, 80 mil to Man United. He's actually signed for them, so that's a great signing for Man United fans. Rate it, hate it, rate it, he's signed. Borussia Dortmund have said yes to the contract negotiations. Sterling to Arsenal for 70 mil. Hate that. Probably not. I did say he's going to move clubs, but I never meant Arsenal, to be honest. Jack Grealish, Man City, 100 mil. I rate it, but that price tag, way too much. If I would be good, it'd be a good 75 mil, not 100 mil though. 3 more Lions. This lot have also been tipped for a summer move, but where should they go? Ben White. I was thinking about this actually, and I thought he should stay in England and he should go to West Ham United. Especially with Ogbonna getting old, even though he's a brilliant centre-back, and Diop not living full potential. It'll be brilliant for West Ham. Kieran Trippier. Alright, so we can go to France. We could stay in Spain, or I could go back to England then. Arsenal or Tottenham is what I think, but will he be from Arsenal to Tottenham? No. So I think he'll sign for Tottenham again, which is crazy, but I think he'll re-sign. Harry Kane. Right, there's been lots of speculation for this one. He could go Man City, Chelsea don't want him. He could go to Man City, Man United, Liverpool probably don't want him because they want Mbappe. But an alternative of Harry Kane is PSG. Because Mbappe might be leaving for Liverpool. Harry Kane would be a great alternative. Great player. But I think he will sign for Manchester City. For Man City I've been going for nearly every striker. Just so they can sign one of them at least. Euros Tekkers challenges. Want a first time strike like KDB? Flick to beast mode like Sterling? Outpace defenders like Mbappe? Level up with these Euro 2020 Tekkers tests before your footy season starts. Alright. Halfway line lob like schick. If you get the ball around the halfway line, have a look up at the keeper, and if you catch him napping, try a shot from range like Czech Republic's Patrik Schick. Challenge 2. A team goal like Portugal. The Selecao put together 33 passes before scoring against Hungary. Your challenge? Keep possession for more than 30 passes and then stick it in the back of the net. 3. Awesome assist like Bale. Keep on the lookout for forward runners and then, like Wales ace Gareth Bale, whip that through ball behind the defenders and set your forward through and goal. Assist king unlocked. First time finish like KDB. Unluckily he's got a facial injury, but hopefully he will get back into the Belgium team and the Man City team and be better than ever. If your teammate lays you off nicely, have the confidence to hit it first time like Belgium's Kevin De Bruyne, using the power from the moving ball. Tick it off if you hit the back of the net. Challenge 5. Sprint like Mbappe. Did you see France star Kylian Mbappe burn Matt Hummels in the group stages? Maybe not. It was too quick. Start from behind a defender and run past to latch onto the through ball. Net with your weaker foot like Shaqiri. Challenge 6. We know you can bang with your best foot, but show your versatility and finish with your weaker foot like Xherdan Shaqiri did for Switzerland against Turkey. He's an amazing player, Shaqiri. Both footed, and he puts it in the top corner either way. Cross balls like Germany. Germany scored from 4 crosses against Portugal, so work a move that finishes with your team whipping one into the box before making the keeper pay. Head like Lewandowski. No one gets up quite like Poland's rebel Lewandowski. Just ask Spain. Leap above defenders and connect with a sweet forehead smash into the corner. It's all about timing your jump. Maybe Ronaldo as well. Cut in and bang like Perisic. Drag the defender down the outside before sharply cutting inside the box and unlocking whippage to curl it into the far corner, like Croatia star Ivan Perisic. Challenge 10. Win your tackles like Locatelli. What a player. Alien midfielder Manuel Locatelli has been one of the top tacklers at the tournament so far. Be your team's Locatelli and win 5 or more tackles in a match, or maybe a friendly as well. Challenge 11. Boss midfield like Gilmour. Scotland baller Billy Gilmour battled tirelessly in the middle against England like it was no big deal. Take inspiration and bag player of the match for a strong showing in centre mid. Top bins like Yarmolenko, another great player, and he's playing for the underdogs Ukraine. Ukraine might have lost to Holland in Group C, but Andriy Yarmolenko's left foot blast into the top left bins was a wow moment. Replicate this and leave the keeper helpless. There's more. Challenge 13. Keep a clean sheet like Italy. The Azzurri are beasts in defence and kept 3 clean sheets in a row in Group A. Empty your stamina tank in your next game and work to make sure you don't concede. Challenge 14. Pass like Laporte. Spain defender Aymeric Laporte had a 98% pass completion rate in the group stages, but we want you to do even better. Complete every pass you make in a game to tick this one off. Hit a trivela like Modric. If you're lining one up outside the box, try using the outside of your foot to curl it into the far corner, like Croatia midfielder Luka Modric did against Scotland. This one is for the elite only. Maybe Quaresma as well. If this is Euro 2016, Quaresma, by a mile, he will be there for the trivela. Celebrate like Kiefer. Wolves frontman Kiefer Moore busted out a next level celly when he netted against Switzerland, which made us lol. Make up something new unique to you for next time you bag. Be clinical like Raheem. Got pre-season friendlies coming up. Take inspo from Raz and net twice in 3 games, as he did in the groups. Make decent runs, be brave and take the chances that come along. Bury a pen like Depay. Make no mistake from the spot like Memphis Depay. Step up, focus on your power, control, and aim for the bottom left corner like the Dutch Diamond did against Austria in the groups. 2 heads are better than 1. Just figure out which 2 famous faces from the same country we've mashed up. First one, top half De Bruyne, KDB. Bottom half, Alderweireld. Jackie Grealish, the top. Bottom half, Harry Kane, and he did score. Number 3, top half, Karim Benzema. Bottom half, Olivier Giroud. Alright, 4, this is a harder one. It is Gareth Bale. And that looks like Joe Allen. Right, number 5, Ronaldo and Fernandes, Bruno. The last one, Calvin Phillips with the hair. And then Gareth Southgate. Alright. 1, De Bruyne, Toby Alderweireld. 2, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane. 3, Benzema and Olivier Giroud. Number 4, Gareth Bale and Joe Allen, get in. Number 5, Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes. And the last one, Calvin Phillips, Gareth Southgate. Alright, 12 out of 12. Did you manage to get your heads around it? 1 to 4 points. Oh, you took your eyes off the ball. 5 to 8 points. Let's face it, you could do better. 9 to 12 points. Head and shoulders above the rest. Our first poster is Robert Lewandowski, the Polish striker who plays for Bayern Munich. And honestly, this guy for Poland, doesn't matter how bad or how good Poland are, he's always there to score any goal. He could score a header, a volley, a bicycle kick. Just any type of acrobatic goal, he could score it. Pass the ball into him, he could do the work. And he did score 2 against Sweden, which unluckily Poland lost 3-2, knocked them out the group stage. The Ultimate Player by Gareth Southgate, the England manager. The Three Lions gaffer has built his dream baller from former England players. Now it's your turn. It's Gareth Southgate, the England gaffer, the Ultimate England Player. So the left foot of Ashley Cole. Gareth says, the trouble here is, I'm going to upset Stuart Pearce. If you knew Stuart Pearce, you wouldn't want to upset him. But Ashley Cole was the best left back in the world, probably for a long time. I'll agree. My pick is Ashley Cole. Right foot of Portugal's. Gareth says he had an amazing touch with his passing. If he was playing you in for a shot, he would pass it at the perfect rate so you could run onto it, not break your stride, slam it into the net. My pick, well, could go for Portugal's, but I'm thinking of Steven Gerrard for his power, Frank Lampard for his power. But I think technically Frank Lampard's a little bit better and he's got a strong shot on him. So Lampard right foot. Dribbling, Steve McManaman. Gareth says he could kind of glide past people and he could run all day. He was a really good player. Now, maybe Paul Gascoigne as well, because he had some good dribbling. But I'll go for McManaman. No one can get on his level. Even though Paul Gascoigne would be there. Goal scorer, Alan Shearer, agree right away. Gareth says, Shearer was a number one in that space. He was such a great goal scorer, even for Newcastle, he was amazing. Pace, Rio Ferdinand. Gareth says, we always think about speedy forwards, but Rio was quick. Well, I would have gone Marcus Rashford if it was right now, but former. No. I'll need to put some thought into this. Gary Lineker weren't that quick. Robbie Fowler was alright. Bobby Moore wasn't really the quickest. Bobby Charlton, did not really know. Ooh. Because McManaman as well wasn't that bad of speed. But in the end, I will go for Gary Lineker. You'll probably clown me, but I'll just go for Lineker. Skills, Joe Cole. Joe had unbelievable skills. I could go for Paul Gascoigne as well. I mean, even though Joe Cole had great skills, I just want to go different. Paul Gascoigne. Never had the worst skills, it was decent. Vision, Teddy Sheringham. Gareth says, Teddy wasn't really quick, but he was so clever. I could see passes no one else could. He also had a really good link with Shearer. Well, I'm going to go for two English players back in the 60s. Either Bobby Moore, who had alright vision, but Nobby Stiles as well. And I'm going to go... Ooh, that is hard actually. Nobby Stiles, the Toothless Warrior, or Bobby Moore. But I just think Bobby Moore is on another level of vision. Like, I remember he shouldn't have really done it because it was very risky, but he chested it in his own penalty area and he got out and he saw a pass, like a strange pass which not even Kevin De Bruyne could have seen, but he saw it, played it, and England were in. So I'd say Bobby Moore, even though Nobby Stiles definitely could get there. Even more could get there as well. So Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal. Unlucky he got knocked out by Romelu Lukaku's Belgium and Torgan Hazard and Thibaut Courtois. Belgium have got a really good team though, so I mean Ronaldo can't complain. But in this Euros, Ronaldo's proved that he's not a one-man team. He can't be on his own. If he doesn't have teammates, he's not that great. But he's still a great player, always has been. With Real Madrid, with Man United, with Sporting Lisbon where he started his career. And his friend, well, so-called friend Messi, is a free agent. Euro 2020 Star Secrets. 20 things you didn't know about the tournament's top talent. 1. Right on. You didn't know that Gareth Bale wasn't allowed to use his left foot at school to give other kids a chance. Bale's head teacher introduced a rule where he could use only his right peg. But he'd probably still beat him, to be honest, even if he was on his weak foot. Chin up. 2. You didn't know that Thibaut Courtois always touches his chin during the Belgium national anthem because he believes it brings the team good luck. Look closely and you'll spot it next time he plays. 3. On the mic. You didn't know that Holland's Memphis Depay loves music so much he's released his own hip-hop album called Heavy Stepper. One of the songs takes a swipe at the mega-rich owners of Man United. Cheeky. 4. Real hero. You didn't know that Martin Braithwaite suffered from a hip disorder and spent some of his childhood in a wheelchair. Now he's a Barcelona baller and starring for Denmark in the Euros. 6. This little piggy. You didn't know that Jordan Pickford should technically be named Jordan Pickford. His dad changed the family name because people kept calling him Piggy, so now we have Picky instead. 7. Junior Blue. You didn't know that Kylian Mbappe was nearly a youth star with Chelsea. At the age of 11, he played for the Blues in a junior game against Charlton and still has a shirt with his name and number on it. 8. Family ties. Didn't know that Robert Lewandowski isn't the only sporting superstar in the family. His dad was a judo champion, His mum played volleyball and his wife is a black belt in karate. 8. Kaka Cracker. You didn't know that Jorginho first tried to model his style on Brazilian legend Kaká. After releasing, he wasn't suited to the role of a number 10. The Chelsea man switched to studying Italian star Andrea Pirlo and never looked back. 10. Language barrier. You didn't know that Rafael Guerreiro isn't fluent in Portuguese. He was born and raised in France, but qualifies for Portugal through his family and struggles with the language outside of football. 11. FIFA find. You didn't know that Turkey's Zeki Çelik is a huge gamer and played FIFA for 45 days straight during lockdown. He also watches Pokemon to improve his English. Sibling send-off. You didn't know that Manuel Neuer probably won't plan to drop down the German leagues when he eventually departs Bayern Munich. In the pyramid below the Bundesliga, his brother Marcel is a referee. 13. Name fame. You didn't know that Torgan Hazard has a name inspired by a Belgian comic book character. Thorgal Aigersson was born on a different planet and raised by Vikings after his spaceship crashed on Earth. If you say so, Thorg. 14. A star pupil. You didn't know that Bukayo Saka worked hard at school. Alongside breaking through Arsenal's youth ranks, Saka recorded 3 A grades and 4 A+ grades in his GCSEs. Clever boy. 15. Suspicious stopper. You didn't know that Gianluigi Donnarumma has always been a giant. As a kid, Gigi's mum had to show proof of age to other parents who thought he was too old to be playing against their children, because probably he was very tall. Well, yeah, he's always been giant, it says here. 16. Screen stars. You didn't know that Olivier Giroud was in the cartoon film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. In the French version, he voiced the Green Goblin. Teammate Prensel Kimpembe voiced Scorpion. 17. Expensive attacker. You didn't know that Alvaro Morata has cost more than any other Spaniard in the history of football. Real Madrid, Juve, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid have spent a total amount of £160 million on the star striker. 18. Monsieur Whippy. You didn't know that France right-back Leo Dubois is already thinking about life after football and recently opened his own ice cream parlour in Lyon. That's our kind of business. 19. Tasty trickster. You didn't know that Ejlif Elmas has a sweet tooth. Before turning pro, the North Macedonian worked in his dad's sweet shop. He claims to be an expert in making Macedonian cakes. 20. Studying Cristiano Ronaldo. You didn't know that Cristiano Ronaldo is now officially an academic subject. Sociology students at a university in Canada can study the life and career of the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. Incredible. I've never heard of that word before. Sociology. That's why I said sociology. Never heard of that. Alright, we're moving on to 10 Euro 2020 brain teasers. Can you boss our tournament trivia? Which one of these ballers is not wearing the number 7 shirt for their country during this tournament? Jack Grealish, Gareth Bale, Antoine Griezmann. Gareth Bale. He's wearing 11. 3. Which nation at Euro 2020 currently has the highest FIFA ranking? Belgium, France, Portugal. I was surprised to see it, but Belgium. But after seeing them play in the Euros, I'm not surprised. Which of these 3 epic stadiums is being used for Euro 2020? San Siro, Krestovsky Stadium or the new camp? Krestovsky Stadium. 4. Which one of these 3 dudes is a Germany boss? Fernando Santos, Portuguese boss, Didier Deschamps, French boss, and Joachim Löw, German boss. 5. Which one of these 3 Prem stars is Scotland's skipper at Euro 2020? Andy Robertson, John McGinn or Scotty McTominay? Andy Robertson, I said that at the start of the video. 6. Which one of these Euro 2020 kits below is made by Adidas? Poland, Wales, Croatia. Wales. Which country did Gordon Pandev ball for at the Euros? North Macedonia, Ukraine or the Czech Republic? North Macedonia. 8. Which English referee is officiating at the tournament? Andrew Marina, Mike Dean or Michael Oliver? I saw Michael Oliver at one of the Euro games being the referee, so it's him. 9. Which French star is back in the squad for the first time since 2015? Kurt Zouma, Benzema, Moussa Sissoko. Karim Benzema. And it's good that Deschamps brought Benzema back in because he's been scoring so much goals. Which one of these 3 pure fire ballers is the oldest? Memphis Depay, David Alaba or Jorginho? Jorginho's 29, David Alaba's about 28, Memphis Depay about 27. So the answers: 1 is B, Gareth Bale. 2 is B. Oh yeah, 2 is B. I was looking at this. 3 is A, Belgium, top ranked. 4 is Joachim Löw, German boss. 5 is A, Andy Robbo. Strange name I called him, but we'll go with it. 6 is B, Wales. 7 is A, North Macedonia. 8 is C, Michael Oliver. Saw him at one of the games, don't remember which one, but he was one of them. 9 is B, Karim Benzema. And 10 is C, Jorginho. Get in. Well, my pen's shaking there. 10 out of 10 is a score. How'd you get on, reader? 1 to 3 points. Whoa, you really messed that up. 4 to 7 points. Not bad, you're on the way up. 8 to 10 points. Welcome to the winner's table, champ. Calvin Phillips, England. CDM, Leeds United and England, like I said before. And this guy, he works so hard in that midfield. He's like that engine, he's like that N'Golo Kante. He's not on that level yet because he's about 21 or 22 years old. But he's balling for Leeds. He's been their engine, working hard, getting the ball back, getting lots of stamina. And it's been like that for England as well. Winning the ball back, playing through balls, slide balls. And honestly, he creates. Inside the England camp with Josh Denzel, the MLTD X and Lions Den presenter gives us a scoop on the vibe of the 3 Lions squad. Josh Denzel, age 26, job presenter for England national team, favourite player in the squad, Jack Grealish, best mate in the squad, Declan Rice. Top tip for presenting: do your research on the players beforehand and take risks. Who are the best mates in the squad, Josh? Josh says, the nicest budding relationship I've seen is between Bukayo Saka and Jack Grealish. 2 players who you might not put together, but I feel like Jack Grealish has really taken Bukayo under his wing. Those 2 are always together. They play basketball, ping pong, darts, and are just super close. Where do the players chill? Josh says, mainly in the communal areas, so like in the cinema room where they all watch films and all the Euro 2020 matches that are playing. They usually just chill there on the sofas and beanbags. There are loads of candles everywhere. It smells so good. Who are the leaders in the England group? Josh says. It has to be Jordan Henderson and Harry Kane. Also, lads like Connor Cody and Tyrone Mings. These guys hold weight in the group when they speak. There is so much leadership in the squad, though Harry Maguire is another. What do the squad get up to when they're at camp? Josh says they've got a coffee shop there, which they all like to hang out in, plus Formula 1 simulators, a cinema room, basketball court, swing ball, tech ball, darts, a swimming pool, and a poker table. They've got it all. There's so much for them to do between matches. Have there been any initiation songs for new players. Josh says, Marcus Rashford told me there are a few secret good singers in the squad, but I'm yet to find out who they are. Let me tell you though, Jordan Henderson has got some decent dance moves. He's a danger on the dance floor. If not Jack Grealish, I'm talking about Jesse Lingard, if he was here, he'd be busting them dance moves on the dance floor. What's the food like at St George's Park? Josh says, recently there was a selection of chicken wings that were so hot. Texted Ben Chilwell and asked if he'd try them, and he said he had a carton of milk to drink after every bite. Ha! That was a recovery treat day though. Can you tell us one thing that would surprise us about the squad? Josh says, I don't think it'd be an issue, but these players are so close. For example, the Man City and Chelsea players who just played the Champions League final, there's no bad blood there. The two left-backs, Ben Chilwell and Luke Shaw, sit next to each other in the bus. The bond is so strong. Sit together on the bus, two great left-backs sitting on the bus. Prepare for penalties. Millions of people are watching at home. Extra time is over. It's all square. Pressure's on. Now this is probably one thing I hate about football. Like personally as a football player, I hate that. It's one of the most pressurising things to knock out. Facts, stats, tips and tricks from Euro shootouts. 18 shootouts complete, 194 penalties taken. 80% scored, 20% saved or missed. Last time out. Germany and Italy completed in the most recent shootout at Euro 16. Both teams missed 3 of their first 5 before the Germans clinched victory with their 9th attempt. Mad. Czech chip. This is an Antonin Panenka of Czechoslovakia. He created the Panenka penalty when he dinked his shot-out kick to win the Euros in 1976. Epic nerve. Italy. Most shootouts, 5. Most penalties, 31. Most scored, 22. Most missed, 9. Most losses, 3. Of the teams at this tournament, Croatia, Sweden and Switzerland are the only teams who have taken part in a Euro shootout penalty without ever winning. So Croatia in a penalty shootout, out. Sweden, out. Switzerland, out. But Switzerland did win against France, so that is a very good thing for them. No player has ever scored more than 2 pens in Euro shootouts. 4 at this tournament. 3 are Polish. Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Milik, Kamil Glik. 3 key rules. 1. Keepers must have 1 foot on the line as a kick is taken. 2. The bar must stop shaking before the ref blows his whistle. 3. Takers can still their approach, but they never must be stopped moving. And this is top keeper tips with Bournemouth number 1 Asmir Begovic. Tip 1. Do your research. Asmir says, before every game I'll look at stats on how the opposition take penalties. When it comes to the shootout, I'll speak with the goalkeeping coach and then we'll decide which way I dive for each one. Tip 2. Find your focus. Asmir says, I stay quite still and focus on the player and the ball. Players are looking to see if you move early, so don't give them the satisfaction. Tip 3. Stick with your decision. Asmir says, never change your mind. There is always an element of luck involved, but make your choice and stick with it. And stay on your line. The refs are big on that these days. Paul Pogba, France. The centre mid, he could play anywhere in midfield, stick him in. And honestly, this guy, I can't believe him against Switzerland. That goal he scored from outside the box with his right foot, I believe, into the top corner. And that penalty, I don't really know much penalties that he scored that I like that. And his penalty run-up wasn't that slow, it wasn't a slow run-up, but it was a quick one into the top corner. And there's not much penalty takers like that. Can you win the golden boot? So I'll kind of explain this. So how to play, you select your player, Kane, Bale, Che Adams or Kylian Mbappe. 2. Take it in turns to throw the dice and move forward that number of squares. If you land on a square with an instruction, do as it says. 3. The winner is a player to get to the end first, but you have to roll the exact number to finish the game and win the golden boot. Romelu Lukaku, striker for Belgium and Inter Milan, might move. But for Belgium, you gotta say, again, he has been amazing. And I can't believe how good he has been. I mean, against Russia, 2 goals. And he went to the camera and said, "I love you, Christian, stay strong." Or something like that. But he said that for Christian Eriksen because they're both teammates at Inter Milan. But Lukaku scoring goals is just not that rare anymore. It's not rare. Sketch a Euro star. Study these sick portraits of top Euro players and try copy them. So you need Declan Rice, England, copy this, put it here. Lorenzo Insigne, Italy, put it on the white, blank white page. My drawing of Frankie de Jong here. So we've got Che Adams, Scottish striker, centre forward, as I could say. And again, young player, 24. Well, not as young. For Southampton, I remember where he scored that 50-yarder against Man City. A very great goal. Brilliant. And for Scotland, I've barely seen him do much really. But Scotland did get knocked out at the Euros. I don't think they scored 1 goal. Well, they did. I think it was Callum McGregor. But Che Adams, he needs to improve. Okay, lads, we've got Who Wears That. These top balls have been tearing up about Euro 2020 in some sick wheels. Check them out. Raheem Sterling's New Balance Furrin. Rating. Now, the NB New Balance. I don't like the N, so I'm going to give it a 7. Everything's great about it except the New Balance. Kiefer Moore, Adidas Nemesis. Decent boots. Yeah, they are decent. 6. Decent, not decent. Don't know what I'm saying. Scott McTominay. My rating, Adidas X's. Good boots. I'll give them a 9. Chiellini. Now, are these the Ultra boots? Yeah. Puma Ultra. These are alright boots. I can give them a 7 or 8. But I'll stick with my 8. Romelu Lukaku, Nike Phantom GT. You know what? These are the best boots. 10. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Adidas Copper Sense. This is probably one of the worst ones. I'm sorry, Emile. 5. But Lukaku with a 10. These boots are just really good. The Welsh striker, Kiefer Moore, he's that kind of target man in the Welsh team, playing alongside Gareth Bale, Harry Wilson as a super sub. But he's a tall lad, he's about 6'3", and he could jump in the air, he could score, and he could header a ball. And he plays for Cardiff City, so he's a very unknown player for people at the Euros, but I think Wales got knocked out. To be honest, this has been a quick magazine. We're already on page 51. This is the last page. So we've got 150 million budget. The rule: pick 1 player from each row. Build your Euros 5-a-side team. You've got some massive decisions to make. Make sure you choose wisely. Right, I'm just getting stretched off because this is going to be the last thing and a very intense one. So Golashi 5 mil, Olsen 10 mil, 15 mil for Schmeichel, and 20 mil for Lloris. So Golashi, not going for him. Olsen, not going for him. Not going for Lloris. I'm going to go for Kasper Schmeichel. Now my defender. J. Rodriguez, 10 mil. After we missed that penalty, no thank you, even though he's a decent player. But cheap, which is good. Soyuncu, or Soyuncu, however you say his name. Turkish 15 mil, knocked out the tournament already. Guerrero, Portugal, 30 mil. And De Ligt, Holland, 40 mil. So I'll make it 45 mil with Guerrero. Alright, centre mid. So Joe Allen, Welsh, 10 mil. Vlasic, Croatia, 25 mil. I think that's his actual price as well for Vlasic, 25 mil. Verratti, Italy, 40 mil. Cruz, Germany, 50 mil. So got 45 mil. It could be 85. And then if I go for him, yeah, that won't be enough if I go for Verratti, Cruz. So I'm going to go for Vlasic. So far we have got 60 mil. I have got money to spend, but I'm not going to spend it as much. Sabitzer, Austria, 20 mil. Great player. Souček, Czech Republic, 35 mil. Grealish, England, 50 mil. And something about Grealish, he's just been bagging assists, putting the ball into the box from the left wing, and he gets assists. That's just a main thing about him. And De Bruyne for Belgium, 60 mil. Well, not De Bruyne, because 60 mil. That'll wipe out every single bit. And he's got a facial injury, like I said before, against Manchester City, Chelsea. He had a facial injury because he knocked into Rudiger, and yeah, he got a facial injury. So here I've got 60 mil. If I want to go for a top class striker, I can go for Sabitzer. But if I want to go for like a Lewandowski, Souček. But I'm going to go for Sabitzer. And honestly, that is so much money. So we've got 80 million. So that leaves us with 70 million pounds to spend. And we're going to spend that on 60 mil, Cristiano Ronaldo. Options here: Che Adams, Scotland, 20 mil. Pukki, Finland, 35 mil. Lewandowski, Poland, 50 mil. And Ronaldo for 60. So our five-a-side team is Schmeichel in goals. Guerrero at the left back, centre back, right back, even though he plays left back. Great player as well, even though he can't speak Portuguese fluently. Vlasic, Croatia. I feel like he's a very underrated player. We've got Sabitzer for the forward, kind of number 10 role. Very talented. I don't know how he is 20 mil, but he could go to Tottenham again. But will he stay or will he go? That is a big question for him this season. Striker, Cristiano Ronaldo, 60 mil. Just had to go for the most expensive option. And there is that magazine finished. So yeah guys, that was a magazine. Comment down below, who do you think is going to win the quarter-finals? England or Ukraine, big matchup. And also predict who's going to win the semi-finals, because I think they've got that chart. Like for example, Belgium, Italy, and then England and Ukraine. Whoever wins against Belgium, Italy gets into the semis, and England against them. Who do you think will win that? So yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.